Daredevil Born Again, episode 8, the episode that was just released this week, is now out. If you watched my last video, episode 7 was probably my least favorite episode of the season so far. I didn't really like just the pacing of the whole episode. It just felt like they were trying to cram in too much, do too much story in just one episode. But this episode, episode 8, feels like they really righted the ship. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if episode 7 was written like before the strikes happened and the overhaul happened. And it felt like remnants from what the show was going to be previously. And this episode felt like it was probably written by the new crew, which I feel like it had to have been, because this episode featured a character. I won't give spoilers, but it featured a specific character who was previously not going to be in this show before the overhaul, but he was featured pretty prominently in this episode. So I feel like this episode had to have been written after the overhaul, after they got new writers and directors and stuff. So I feel like that's why probably this episode felt better than the last episode. I mean, I have no proof for that, but it just felt like two different crews working on these two episodes. But I am glad that it seems like they're going down the right path now. The pacing felt a lot better in this episode. It still wasn't perfect or anything, but it was a lot better. The writing just felt a lot better. There's actual tension in the episode, whereas in the last episode, I feel like there wasn't really that much, even though there should have been. Especially the second half of this episode, it just felt really tense. They were able to build up the drama between Matt and Fisk and everything that was going on in that scene. And it just ended in a pretty big cliffhanger. I mean, obviously, we kind of know what's going to happen in that specific situation, but it is going to be interesting just seeing the ramifications from that action moving forward. And it's great to see that one character that I was talking about who wasn't going to be in it previously. It's great to see him here. I feel like they could have shown a little more action with them in a specific scene towards the end, but it still was great to see him. And that's another thing. I feel like a lot of people are probably going to complain about this episode because it was another episode that didn't have a lot of action in it. It was a lot of like dialogue and talking, and Matt wasn't in the Daredevil suit. But in my opinion, it was still done really well. And I'm excited to see what's going to happen in the season finale. That's going to set up season 2, which they're already filming. I'm just excited overall.